Hi, welcome back or welcome into my world. My name's Angela, and I'm a relationship mentor for midlife women. And I teach midlife mystics the art of intentional reality creation through the I am, through identity, awareness, and embodiment. And so this is not a typical self help or manifestation space. Here, we are not fixing ourselves. It's about remembering who you truly are. You are the energy that creates worlds. It runs through you as you, right here and right now. And today's transmission is about the most potent tool that you carry, one of the most potent tools besides your identity. And it goes along with the identity because it's your words, right? And your words are not just communication, they are creation. Every word you speak is a seed that you plant into the field of possibility. But most of us were never taught this. The ancient ones knew that your words shape your world. You're not just describing life when you speak, you're declaring it. And that's why it's called spelling. You're always casting a spell with your words, both the words that come out of your mouth and the words that you speak to yourself in your internal narrative. And your unconscious language is often causing the same tired spells to repeat again and again. But here is the honest truth, truth with a capital T. You are not just a woman learning to manifest. You are source and form, dreaming this life into being. Your words are instructions to the cosmos. So ask yourself, am I speaking from fear or from the I am power, the power of the eternal being that you are? Because when you say I am, you are invoking the name of God. You're claiming identity, directing energy, and setting reality into motion. And that's why this isn't about pretending. It's not about trying to become a future version of yourself. It's about remembering who you've been all along, right? So that you don't have to fake being confident or pretend that you're abundant. It's about remembering and knowing that you already are, because you are infinite intelligence in a temporary body. You are the dreamer and the dream. It is one thing, right? The breath, your inhale and your exhale is one thing. It's breathing. Your giving and receiving is one thing. Creation is one thing, and it's you. The only limitation is the concept that you hold of yourself. So, what are you calling yourself? What identity are you reinforcing with your words? Because your reality will always reflect the truth of who you believe you are. Your words are not separate from your vibration or your frequency, your essence. And your essence, your frequency is not separate from your identity. So when you shift how you speak, you begin to shift how you exist, because you are quite literally creating your world with your beliefs and your assumptions. And that begins with your beliefs and your assumptions about yourself and how the world works, what you believe is available for you or not available to you, what you believe is possible or not possible. And so when you shift this, you literally shift your experience. And so we can try shifting the words that we say, right? So instead of saying, I'm stuck, I would say, I'm in a state of unfolding. I trust in my unfolding. Instead of saying, I don't know, I say, I'm receiving clarity. I am integrating. I am receiving clarity. See, even the concept of divine timing can also be a hindrance, right? Because we project it out there. And the truth is we don't have control, right? Our human self does not have control over everything. We only have control over our own concept, our own self-concept, what we believe about ourselves and what we believe is possible for us. But the truth is that there is a divine unfolding in the sense that you wrote this story to unfold in a certain way before you came here, right? And your path, even when you feel like you're off of your path, you could never be off of your path. It's always in a constant state of unfolding. And sometimes we think that we're ready for the thing that we want, the thing we desire, for the thing to happen. But often we don't have everything we need to attain it and hold it and keep it. And so sometimes there needs to be more unfolding, and that's okay. But that doesn't mean that we give that our power, right? We stay in the knowing. We stay in the identity of, I have this within me already. So instead of saying, I always get hurt, or no one ever chooses me, or I always have these relationships, this pattern that keeps repeating, we want to shift to, I am choosing love. I am safe to be seen. I am already love embodied. And so this isn't affirmations, they're remembrances. And it's programming the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is a real thing and does have far more control than we would like to care to admit. But your conscious mind can override that, right? There doesn't have to be seasons of reprogramming, although that does help, because then when you're not in your awareness, if you rewrite the programming of the subconscious mind, that even when you go into the unconscious, those moments of being unaware and running on autopilot, then the unconscious mind will create for you without you having to be aware. But you can override that with your awareness. And so the idea is to know that you are not creating a new self, that you already are. You already are the version of yourself that you need to be to go where you want to go, to have what you want to have. So you're not creating a new self, you're claiming the self that always has been. And so here is a very, very simple, which I really love, simple, sacred, powerful, quick little processes or rituals that help you shift your life. Each day, speak 3 I am statements that align with the identity, your highest identity. And your highest identity is always going to be, I am source. The version of you that knows she is source. She is power. She is love. And her beliefs, her perspectives, her perceptions, her assumptions are what creates her experience. Forget the outside world. Forget outside circumstances. Forget other people right now. We master ourselves first, and then everything else falls into place. So you are the one who already knows. I am the creatrix of my world. What I believe about myself is what's creating my experience. I am the embodiment of divine love because I am divine love. The love that we feel that is activated by others is ours. It's not their love that we feel. The love is already ours, and we can activate it without another person, without circumstances. We can activate abundance without having to have money or circumstances to be the way we want them to be. If we find it in ourself first, it becomes our truth, And then the mirror of our reality has to reflect it back to us. And so you are already aligned, connected, complete, and whole. And if you could just convince yourself of this to the point where it becomes a remembrance, a deep knowing, that's really all you need. Because then you start to shift and move those things that don't resonate, right? Those things that are not true. You start to really be able to see through the conditioning. And sometimes we use tools to wipe away that conditioning. But here's really the meat of it, is to feel it, to breathe it in, and to let it land in your body. This is how you return to your natural state. So you're not here to hustle your way to transformation. You're here to remember. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not missing anything. You are source energy in motion, living this human life as a sacred dream. And your words are how you cast that vision. And so it's the words you say out loud, but it's also your inner narrative, the words that you're speaking to yourself, the stories that you are repeating. And even if those stories are true, they are your lived experience, they are your current experience, maybe. You get to choose with intention. You get to speak as the I am and let your reality rise to meet your truth. And so if this activated something in you, please follow along with the 90-day guide. I'll put it in the comments below. The underlined parts are clickable and they'll take you directly to the corresponding videos. These are short videos with short practices to help you remember that this is not about healing. It's not about becoming something else. It's not even about becoming the best version of yourself, although that is what happens as a result of this. It's about self-mastery. It's about mastering the identity, mastering your identity, mastering your assumptions, and mastering your power. And so I would love to be able to come on here live. I prefer doing lives rather than pre-recorded videos. I want to be able to come on here and answer questions in real live time, and I want to be able to really interact with you here on YouTube. So please like, comment, share these videos, subscribe if you haven't already, so that I can get to enough subscribers and views so that I can come live here and have conversations with you in real time. I would really love that. I would really appreciate that. So if something in you is remembering, if something in my words is activating you, please come and share in the comments. What's one powerful thing that you're claiming today? One powerful I am statement that you are claiming today. With one of my current clients, we chose that she is, hers is I am chosen, right? Because her experience was feeling like she was never chosen and settling for less because she felt like who she was searching, the person that she was in love with, the person she wanted to be with, wasn't choosing her because they weren't available, right? And I lived that. That was my experience as well. When you decide that you are chosen because you are choosing yourself, the loneliness slips away. The need for something outside of yourself starts to slip away. Speak it, own it, embody it. Look at yourself in the eyes in the mirror. I am chosen because I choose myself. I am source energy, choosing myself. And that's all I need. So until next time, choose your words like the seeds they are. And remember that you are the all, creating it all. I'll see you soon.